please welcome to the stage the Sycamore Creek Groove Monkeys. Come on up. Welcome them real loud.
Let's go, Russ!
Yeah! Kenny is very
patriotic.
Yes.
What's up? How we doing? So what, 250 years ago, a bunch of treasonous people got together and now we get to live the way we live in here? That's good history, man. So,
that's all right.
Yeah, we're the Sycamore Creek Groove Monkeys. This is Scott Ransom back here on the skins. You got Russ Casto playing the bass guitar. Our newest inductee to the Groove Monkeys is Milo Hodges, playing any number of things today. And I'm Kenny Skeen. And so if you haven't seen us before, we play original stuff. If you've seen us before, then sing along. They're not so complicated that by the end of the song, you can probably sing along anyway. And even if it's the wrong words, we're all right with that. So, for the next hour and a half, we're going to try to warm you up for non-friction. And man, I heard them sound check. You really need to stick around and listen to those guys. They're good. Amy's that lead singer, man, she can sing. So, anyway, a lot of times because I have written these songs and like I said, they're kind of originals. You probably haven't heard them before. So I tell a little story as to why they came to be. And this one just came off of a sign in a bar in Key West. And it said, if you're walking on thin ice, you might as well dance. And that made sense to me. So, this is what became of it. Scott, a little beat we can dance to. I've been stuck behind the eight ball. I've been down to my last shot. I've been short stacked in a high stakes game, forced to push in what I got. I've been backed into a corner or two. I've been hanging by a thread. Been in the middle of God knows where, with my fuel light flashing red. I've been snookered, I've been screwed, and I've been whittled down to my last chance. But I figure when I'm walking on thin ice, I might as well dance. Too late from drinking, lost track of time hanging with the boys. I've been told I'm not a kid anymore, and that it's time to make a choice. I'd say I'm probably hard to live with. Sometimes I don't know when to quit. The number grows higher every day, those tired of dealing with my wit. I've been threatened, ultimatum, I've been told that this is my last chance. But I figure when I'm walking on thin ice, I might as well dance. So when you're pinned into that corner, caught with your hand in the cookie jar, when every bridge around you's burning, and you know you've gone too far, when your sweetie comes a-calling, and there's no place left to hide, when it's time to face the music, best turn it up and enjoy the ride. When you're scrambling and you're rambling and you're pretty sure you lost your pants. When you find yourself walking on thin ice, you might as well dance. I said dance, just dance. Thank you, thank you. All right, the thing about the Groove Monkeys is that we don't stay in the same groove throughout the evening. You're gonna get a little bit of blues, a little bit of rock, a little bit of folk, a little bit of that you just heard. But this next song, we kind of slow it down and blues it up a little bit. And like I said, a lot of times I tell you stories before the songs, but this song sort of tells a story. And fourth, sorry, Milo keeps me straight, man. This was one of my dad's favorites. He liked the idea of second chances and starting over again. So this song's called Maggie and Todd because otherwise you wouldn't know their names. All right, are we ready? Since high school, he swore he'd seen her before. Well, she hemmed and she hawed as if she couldn't recall, but knew each time he'd walk through that door. He told her he was leaving for Vegas. He finally put together some dough. If she could blow town fast and pay half on gas, by morning they could be on the road. Well, she hadn't started over since she last started over again. And everything seemed clear in her rearview mirror back then. She packed her wardrobe into a duffel bag. Everything else fit in a plastic bin. She left the landlord a note and picked up her coat and starting over again. Well, he looked surprised to see her. She broke the ice with some dirty jokes, closed her account at the bank and filled up his tank and had enough left for a carton of smokes. Told her he'd moved from Ohio. They shut his plant down, it'd be 5 years in May. He did our jobs around town until his wife fooled around. Then he'd come out of reasons to stay. Oh, well, he hadn't started over since he last started over again. And everything seemed clear in his rearview mirror back then. Well, he moved in next to a strip club owner who showed him all of the profits in sin. And he'd be working there still, but he got caught in a till. So he starting over again. Well, they took a scenic route through the mountains. They found a diner that was just off the way. The old lady inside swelled up with pride when she rattled off the soups of the day. Well, she'd opened that diner back in '60. With a second husband she had passed away. They never had any kids. She wished that they did. She'd like to have a reason to stay. Well, she hadn't started over since she last started over again. seemed clear in a rearview mirror back then. So she topped off both of their coffees and heard about the shape they were in. She took the money they had and said she was glad that they could all start starting over again. Now she'd still been a waitress since high school and never had thought that was strange. But now the children were grown with kids of their own, and she could feel that it was time for a change. And he could tell that she'd been growing antsy, and he finally put together some dough. He gave his daughter the keys and said, "Lock up, please. Your mom and I got somewhere to go." Well, they hadn't started over since they last started over again. And everything seemed clear in their rearview mirror back then. Well, they finally saw the lights of Las Vegas and unpacked that old plastic bin. And as they stared at the moon, she said, "I'm glad it was you that got me starting over again." And as they stared at the moon, she said, "I'm awful glad it was you." They got me starting over again. Thank you. Thank you.
Could I get a little more of his guitar?
Milo, rocking some lead on that.
Milo.
All right. That's what I said. Okay. So this next song is kind of a new one. If you know me, you know my love of dogs. And we got 3 right now. 2 we got in the past year. And after we got those last 2, coincidentally, I ran into this song by one of my favorite bands, AJR, called The Dog Song. But it was sad, man. And from the dog's perspective, but sad. And so I thought, man, I'm going to write a dog song. But very different. I still suggest you check out AJR. It's a pretty good song. So anyway, this song really doesn't have a name. Sort of dedicated to Albert. It's going to make my daughter mad because she thinks it ought to be dedicated to all 3. She thinks equal opportunity for our 3 dogs. Anyway, so this is just called The Dog Song. If you are a fellow 4-legged friend lover, even if you're not, I hope you like it. Save me some room at the foot of the bed. Save me that old sneaker that's lost most of its tread. Save me any sticks you find that are lying on the ground. Save me my spot in the passenger seat and roll my window down. Save me an old tennis ball or anything I can chew. You save me, and I'll save you. Save me what's left on your dinner plate. I'll make sure it's clean. Save me from the vacuum. I don't trust that machine. Save me from the thunder and the lightning in the sky. Save me from myself every time that mailman passes by. save me what's left of that ice cream cone. I mean, you know, when you're through, you save me, and I'll save you. It's pretty clear what we've got going on here. It's you and me against whatever comes our way. But for now, just have a seat. I'll curl up at your feet and count all the ways I can save you today. I'll save you the hassle by digging you that hole. I'll save you from having way too much on your toilet paper roll. I'll save you from your bad day when you walk through the door. I'll save you from having to worry about being lonely anymore. 'Cause the first time I saw you, we both knew you'd save me. You'd save me. You'd save me. And I'd save you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. This is a sing-along. You all are obligated to join in on this one. Met my wife, and she said, you know, every day I wake up and I say it's going to be a great day. And it's just so much more likely that it's going to be a great day if you say that in the beginning. And so I wrote this song, and it's called Great Day. And so the chorus goes like this. It's gonna be a great day, I say it's gonna be a great day. I'm gonna breathe in and I'm gonna breathe out. It's gonna be a great day. All right, easy peasy, which means you're obligated from here on out. Now you've got it, it's in there. First time we're gonna sing it once, second time we're gonna sing it twice, and the third time we're gonna sing it twice again. We all good? All right. Okay, here we go. Great day. Well, I don't know if the sun's gonna shine or if it's gonna rain. We might get 6 inches of snow or a class 5 hurricane. Well, the clouds may form and the clouds may part. They may just fade away. But I'm gonna breathe in and I'm gonna breathe out. It's gonna be a great day. Here we go. It's gonna be a great day. I say it's gonna be a great day. I'm gonna breathe in and I'm gonna breathe out. It's gonna be a great day. Well, I don't know if my car's gonna start or if I'm gonna hitch a ride. I may land in my groove today, but then I may never hit my stride. People may be cool and they may be jerks. Seems it can go either way. But I'm gonna breathe in and I'm gonna breathe out. It's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a great day. I say it's gonna be a great day. I'm gonna breathe in and I'm gonna breathe out. It's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a great day. I say it's gonna be a great day. I'm gonna breathe in and I'm gonna breathe out. It's gonna be a great day. Well, I don't know if I'll dance today, but I'm damn sure gonna sing. I'll just pick up my guitar and play and forget about everything. I may drink some beers, I may do some shots, Lord may just play it straight. But I'm gonna breathe in and I'm gonna breathe out. It's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a great day. I say it's gonna be a great day. I'm gonna gonna breathe in and I'm gonna breathe out. It's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a great day. I say it's gonna be a great day. I'm gonna breathe in and I'm gonna breathe out. It's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a great day. I say it's gonna be a great day. I'm gonna breathe in and I'm gonna breathe out. It's gonna be one hell of a day. Thank you. All right. Russ is telling me we're playing fast, so we're excited to see you. This next song is called May the Gods Have Pity. And my grandpa schemed before he'd go to bed each night, he'd say, I think I'm gonna dance once more with Dionysus before I lay in the arms of Morpheus. So he's gonna have one more sip before he went to sleep. I always thought that was poetic, so even before I ever started writing songs, I thought that deserves to be in a song somewhere. And so, I have virtually emptied my knowledge of Greek and Roman mythology to try to match my grandpa's wit and make a song out of what he'd say. So, this is called May the Gods Have Pity. I think I'll dance once more with Dionysus before Morpheus tucks me into bed. I just wish Zeus would hang loose while I avoid this latest crisis, 'cause these sirens keep ringing in my head. Some say the hair, the dog, the bitchin' is the only thing to get yourself feeling well. But last night I was in a fight with a three-headed dog with an overbite. This morning I just knew I'd been to hell. So may the gods have pity on me. I know the way I'm living isn't right, but may the gods have pity on me. I get on my knees and pray they'll allow me one more day. But if not, I guess I'd settle for one more night. If not, I guess I'd settle for one more night. If not, I guess I'd settle for one more night. Well, now I'm in a state of panic. My Aphrodite has caught a westbound train. I'll have to await the fates and hope at least one's a romantic. They'll weave a thread to bring her back home again. 'Cause I've given a Herculean effort to put aside my narcissistic ways. But she knows if I could pick the locks on Pandora's box, I'd jump in head first, like Icarus, soaking up some rays. So may the gods have pity on me. I know the way I loved her wasn't right, but may the gods have pity on me. I get on my knees and pray they'll allow me one more day. But if not, I guess I'd settle for one more night. If not, I guess I'd settle for one more night. If not, I guess I'd settle for one more night. So now I'm trying to finally get my nerve up to face the chaos that seems much too surreal. But my psyche's torn and tattered, and my ego's beaten battered. Self-improvement has been my Achilles heel. So I'll ask the oracle if Apollo has some wisdom but I fear that I'm in this all alone. Now this may all sound satiric, but my victories are pyrrhic, and I'm just Sisyphus rolling up a stone. So may the gods have pity on me. I know the way I'm living isn't right, but may the gods have pity on me. I'll get on my knees and pray they'll allow me one more day. But if not, I guess I'll settle for one more night. If not, I guess I'll settle for one more night. If not, I guess I'd settle for one more night. Thank you. Thank you. That song needed a third verse, and so I got a third verse recently. All right. So this next song, dedicated to my buddy Ronnie Carpenter. Heck yeah. Cynthia Cunningham heard me play, liked the music. She said, man, you gotta write a song about back when we all hung out. You know, right after we graduated high school, we all sort of went different ways, but we managed to make it back to each other during the summers and during whatever, and so we all just sort of formed a big amalgam of people that at any given point had enough for volleyball games and whatever else we might decide to get into. And so I told Cynthia I'd write a song about that group. It's called 93. We graduated in 92, but this was sort of right thereafter, and 93 worked better. So, yeah, locals, you may recognize some landmarks where we used to tip a cup. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, yep. Well, let's all go to the city park, play volleyball till dark. Just heard that the boys were back in town from Cleveland. Then we'll go play spades all night and listen to Ronnie sing American Pie and act like we don't know that the girls are cheating. Crank the radio way up loud, like we did back then. Turn the dial back to 93 again. We could be in tub by the afternoon. Somebody put on Dark Side of the Moon, 'cause it looks like we'll be hanging out all evening. With our spirits up and our tailgates down, we'll play the Kevin Bacon game one more round and join in a chorus of Don't Stop Believing. Crank the radio way up loud, like we did back then. Turn the dial back to 93 again. Back road tripping with me and Bobby McGee. End up in 87 of the old stone tree, or walking the trestle and acting out Stand By Me. Well, that's not a bad idea. In fact, let's head on down to the railroad track. We'll split a bottle and laugh at all that we did. Then we'll lay in the grass and stare at the stars while somebody's stereo blares the cars. And I'll think to myself, this is just what I needed. Crank the radio way up loud, like we did back then. Turn the dial back to 93 again. Crank the radio way up loud, like we did back then. Turn the dial back to 93 again. Bethel. Really? All right. Water break. Slow down. What's that? Slow down. Oh, we're halfway through. I mean, we're not even halfway through though. 6:30 right now. Gotcha. Okay. This next song, it's another one of those songs I sort of wrote before I ever started playing guitar or writing songs. So it's different from its original version, but this is my mom's favorite. I don't know where she went. Yeah.
He's over there taking care of you. Again.
Oh, I do need to too.
How you guys? How was the Dairy Queen?
All right.
Yeah, that was a good call on the DQ. Yeah.
We went to the flea market.
I heard, yeah, Michael told me y'all were going. I bet that was hot.
So this song is just called the Fairytale Song. Had to wait for Mom to come back. All right, Russ, you want to get us started? Keep it groovy.
Sounds pretty groovy.
Once upon a time in a far-off place, about a block from where legends can see, smack dab in the middle of fairytale land, there's a magic you wouldn't believe. You take a ride at Cinderella's, where Prince Charming's out mowing the lawn. And just up that road you'll pass Snow White's abode, where Dopey's got the radio on. Jack and Jill are happily married. They build a mansion on the top of that hill. Jack hasn't noticed a thing since he put on that ring, and probably never will. For he was lost when he found her, suspended in eternal bliss. It didn't take a poison apple or a medieval spell, simply lost in her kiss. Well, Sleeping Beauty is up at the crack of dawn. Her morning paper is 3 days old. Rumpelstiltskin's in the back, taking down all the clothes, woven from the finest of gold. Thumbelina roams round the market. They say she's down there nearly every day, just waiting for Tom Thumb to take her in his arms after work at Mother Goose's cafe. For she was lost when she found him, suspended in eternal bliss. It didn't take a poison apple or a medieval spell. She was simply lost in his kiss. Well, now I'm living out my own fantasy in my own little fairy tale town. Whoever comes round might notice me. I'm the one whose feet I touch the ground. It may be hard to get my attention amidst the joy and the laughter, but one kiss from you in that moment I knew we'd live happily ever after. For I was lost when I found you, suspended in eternal bliss. It didn't take a poison apple or a medieval spell. I was simply lost in your kiss. Thank you. Thank you. A little fairytale song. Kind of along those same lines. So this song, not a lot of You're My Brother's song out there. But man, I had some. I had some without having any biological brothers. I had brothers throughout this town, good group that I grew up with, and man, they go to the wall for you. And so I wrote this song. It's called Heroes and Sidekicks because it was sort of always in my mind that those roles change throughout time. Sometimes you're the hero, sometimes you're the sidekick. But whatever the case is, you're in it thick or thin. So, and like I say, I was kind of an old soul when I was writing these, and now I'm an old soul for real. So, there's some throwback references. So, if you don't know them, look them up.
I know.
Okay, Milo, come on, man. What are you thinking?
Come on, Milo.
All right, and Russ Casto is going to play some harp for us on this one. But Russ, like me, is getting old and can't see what the key of the harmonica is.
Oh,
Not promising. Ready? All right, it's called Heroes and Sidekicks.
yeah, that's great.
Every hero had a sidekick. Every storybook boy had a friend. One was sane through the fortune and fame, playing the game till the end. Through the trials and the trouble, through the peril and the pain. Living a life without a family or wife, with the rest may call him insane. But the Cisco kid had Poncho, the Ward hung with Adam West, the Lone Ranger rode with Tonto, who helped him pass each test. Old Tom Sawyer had Little Huck Finn, even Mr. Rourke had tattooed. So every time I needed a friend, thank God that I had you. We were the meaning of brothers, without one another we could never have ended up quite the same. It'd be like Bonnie without a Fred, or Ralph Cramden without an Ed. One without the other ain't nothing much more than a name. Bo had Luke, and Punch had John, Butch had the Sundance Kid, Starsky or Hutch coming through in the clutch, together whatever they did. Robin Hood had Little John, and Jerry could count on Dean. Barney had Andy, and Martin had Candy, through the planes and trains and everything in between. You were always there for me, no matter when, why or where. Hell, if I was BJ, I guess that would make you the bear. We were the meaning of brothers, without one another we could never have ended up quite the same. It'd be like Barney without a Fred, or Ralph Cramden without an Ed. One without the other ain't nothing much more than a one without the other. Ain't nothing much more than a one without the other. ain't nothing much more than a name. I said one without the other ain't nothing much more than a name. Thank you. Man, the crowd keeps getting bigger, getting more people, bob some heads, tap some feet. You really do have to get ready for non-friction, man. We're going to pick it up here a little bit toward the end to slide you into those guys. But we did say how excited and happy and proud we are to be here on the eve of the country's 250th birthday. And I'm going to go for some cheap applause, and I'm just going to go ahead and point out this 4th of July celebration, Carolyn Rader's last gem in her crown. So give it up for 19 years, man. I don't think she can get enough applause. Just amazing. And so we've been awful lucky for an awful long time. And I just hope I hope luck continues to roll, because man, she's kept the city in good hands. All right, so this next song is, okay, when I was a kid, I loved my superhero underoos, man. I wanted to be Superman and Batman and Aquaman. And I'd run around with towels around my neck. And I don't know that my desire to be a superhero has ever waned. But nevertheless, didn't exactly happen. Still waiting. But so this song, if specifically you're from my era and you rushed home to watch the Super Friends, where the Super Friends were against the Legion of Doom.
Yep.
If you know that, this is where this song comes from. And I call it Iron on Emblem. Iron on Emblem. I gotta give my fingers a little rest, because this is the most work I do. I always tell people that they used all the red towels for my capes. My sister claims they were pink, but they were Superman capes nonetheless. So anyway, this song's called Iron on Emblem. I hope you like it. If I can say it during the song, that'll be an added benefit. Here we go. To save the day, I wanna be the one to make sure you're okay. I'll be the one to keep all the villains at bay. I wanna fly in and take all your troubles away. I wanna be a superhero. I wanna wear adult underoos. I wanna fight for what's right, no, I can't lose. I wanna fly a mile in Superman shoes. I wanna save the girl and make the news. I can't pick up a pickup truck or see through a solid brick wall. Quasimodo, haiku don't make me 50 feet tall. I can't imagine that I'm bulletproof, but I've never put that to the test. I wanna be your hero nonetheless. I wanna be a superhero. I wanna get called to save the day. I wanna be the one to make sure you're okay. be the one to keep all the villains at bay. I wanna fly in and take all your troubles away. I wanna be a superhero. I wanna wear adult underoos. I wanna fight for what's right. No, I can't lose. I wanna fly a mile in Superman shoes. I wanna save the girl and make the news. I can't summon fish or change shapes when I wish, but it's no wonder since I don't have a twin. Got no magic ring that can make anything, and in a foot race I'm not likely to win. Well, I might have an invisible jet, but if I do, it's got invisible keys. I wanna be your hero, if you please. I got an iron-on emblem, won't stay stuck to my chest. Tape I mate's beginning to fray, but I wanna be your hero. I'd like to be your hero. I wanna be your hero anyway. Thank you, thank you. Man, whoever had put these fans up here, you are the best.
Thank you, non-friction.
All right. Okay. Now I just told you, this is my mom's last organization. I'm going to organize 4th of July, and she told me I had to keep everything clean. So normally I tell you one story about this song, but instead I'll tell you another. Most of these songs have little things in there somewhere that refer to a specific person, a specific time, whatever the case may be. Now, this song refers to a time on drinking the beam on the beach until you were blind, something along those lines. But I'll tell you one, tequila didn't work in the song, and so beam fit better. And so this is the time that I learned about European tequila shots. And what I learned was, a lot of y'all may know Eric Schultes, if you're from around here. Eric Schultes, we just randomly ran into Eric Schultes, now Dr. Schultes, at the beach one year. And he said, he'd been in the military, he'd been over in Europe. And he was telling us about the rugby players over there, how they did their tequila shots. And they would snort the salt, and then shoot the tequila, and then jam the lemon in their eye. And I said, well, we got to try this. And so we did. We went down to the cabana and ordered up a line of tequila shots, and we all snorted the salt and slammed the tequila and jammed the lemon in our eye. And I will just tell you, you do not taste the tequila. It's the least of your concerns. The salt in your nose and the lemon juice in your eye are far more concerning. So the bartender lined up a few more there. Well, my buddies dropped out, and so somehow I became the person responsible for carrying on the European tequila shots that night, and did not make it back to the hotel. Ended up on the beach where my friends left me, and so the next morning, couldn't see much of anything. Couldn't move my right arm. It was a disaster. So where normally these parts of my songs sort of go after somebody else, this reference goes after me. The rest of it, I'll just have to tell those stories in closer quarters. Third fret, right, Milo? All right. So this song's called Peace to Your Mind. A lot of times, giving someone a piece of your mind can be a bad thing. Yeah. My man was a sound check. He hurts a piece of your mind. Yeah. And so, but this song's more about the long lines of one of my buddies who was supposed to come over, play some music, play some harmonica, didn't show up. And this was, what if he did? And sometimes breaking off a little piece of your mind to someone's not such a bad thing. So, stories are the best, man. Here we go. This is called Piece of Your Mind. Gotcha. Sing me a song, I'll play along. It may not sound right, but we've got all night. So pour us a glass of that lemonade. We'll finish what's left of that shine. Sit down for a while and break off a piece of your mind. And when it gets late, we'll put up the guitars and open the blackberry wine. But just for now, break off a piece of your mind. Tell all your lies of ruby red skies, your poems and tales. The hero prevails. The boy meets a girl and they ride off out west, leaving all their worries behind. Make me believe and break off a piece of your mind. Tell me about the time that you met Zsa Zsa Gabor when she was buying Mountain Dew at the convenience store. When you super glued the $20 bill to the floor and said you didn't know it was mine. Tell me about the strippers down in San Antonio, the popes and the princes and the kings that you've known. The time you talked to God on the telephone, he told you you were doing just fine. Paint me a picture on a movie screen that I can keep frozen in time. Make me believe and break off a piece of your mind. And when it gets late, we'll put up the guitars and open the blackberry wine. But just for now, break off a piece of your mind. Then tell the truth, the perils of youth, the paths that you've crossed, the loves that you've lost. The night at the beach with the bottle of beer, when you swore that you drank yourself blind. Take me back and break off a piece of your mind. And when it gets late, we'll put up the guitars and leave all our worries behind. But just for now, break off a piece of your mind. Sing me a song, I'll play along. It may not sound right, but we've got all night. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of memories in that song.
Hi.
Your
boy wants some food.
Thank you. All right.
Food, he can't eat his
This
plate.
next song is just called. What's up?
What you want?
Gotcha.
That sister's.
This next song is called Something.
I had it yesterday.
And
It's good.
it's called Something because it's really about all those little somethings, man. You know, it's not the big things. It was never the big things. that drew me to people. It was those little things that they did. And so, looking for something that means something, something that means something to me. I'm just looking for something that means something, something that means something to me. Write me a note on a napkin, baby. Tell me how I can't leave your mind, and then slip it in my pocket as you lean in to kiss me goodnight. Pick me up a rock from the creek bank, baby, 'cause it made you think of my eyes. Drop a quarter in a gumball machine just to score me a prize. Or write down the lyrics to your favorite song, baby. I'll keep them in my wallet so I can learn all the words and sing you your lullaby. Just looking for something that means something, something that means something to me. I'm just looking for something that means something, something that means something to me. Call me when you know that my alarm's going off, so your good morning is the first of my day. And then tell me that you love me through all the stupid things that I say. Listen to my stories, though I know they drag on. They're just memories that I want to share. And as we're leaving for the evening, kiss me just to let me know that you care. And when the other guys start flirting like they always do, remember you're just way too pretty for me. So a smile or a wink will put my jealous mind at ease. I'm just looking for something that means something, something that means something to me. I'm just looking for something that means something, something that means something to me. Don't go spending all your money on me, baby. That stuff to me, it ain't worth a dime. If you wanna give me something, honey, give me just a bit of your time. I said don't go spending all your money on me, baby, 'cause that stuff to me, it ain't worth a dime. If you wanna give me something, honey, give me just a bit of your time. Or write me a note on a napkin, baby. Tell me how I can't leave your mind, and then slip it in my pocket as you lean in to kiss me goodnight. Pick me up a rock from the creek bank, baby, 'cause it made you think of my eyes. Drop a quarter in a gumball machine just to score me a prize. Or write down the lyrics to your favorite song, baby. I'll keep them in my wallet so I can learn all the words and sing you your lullaby. I'll learn all the words and I'll sing you your lullaby. Thank you. What time is it? All right. What's up, my bandana brother? Jamie back there, how you doing, guy? Yeah, I keep seeing familiar faces roll in. Man, that's what's so cool about this, right? Ripley, 4th of July. My Uncle Dave in the front row. Come on. So anyway, thank you all for coming out. This is what I guess you'd call our penultimate song. It's called Classic You. And I mentioned before, kind of an old soul, kind of some old references. No capo. Are we all good? Yeah. Hold on, I'll check. This weather does numbers on your guitar string. I'm going to tell you a little bit about us. So, the Sycamore Creek Groove Monkeys, 25 years ago, we played over in Charleston some, we did some charity gigs, we did whatever, and then life came along and sort of took us our separate ways. And so then about 3 years ago, one of my lifelong best friends, Brandon Hodges, his son Milo over here, was talking about wanting to learn how to play guitar. And so I said, right on. And so we started playing guitar. And so the next question Milo had was, well, if I get good enough, can I play the Alpine, where you play the Alpine? And I said, yeah, man. I mean, thinking I had 3 years, thinking I had plenty of time. Sure, dude, we'll play the Alpine. 3 years from now when you've forgotten about it. Did not happen. In fact, he got so good so fast that I had to keep my promise to him. And so we played the Alpine the next year. If y'all don't know, I'd love to come out and see you all at the Alpine. We do a perennial thing over there for project graduation. And just a total benefit show. So, but the second year, Milo, we sat down and played some acoustic for project graduation. Well, then it was going to roll around again. And out of the dark blue, my buddy Russ, who was original Sycamore Creek Groove Monkeys, calls me and said, man, I'd like to play some music. I said, come on. Me and Milo were playing, come play. And I said, you know, and he said, well, I just talked to Ranson. Ranson would like to play some drums. So we have rejuvenated the Sycamore Creek Groove Monkeys into its current form. And man, I couldn't be prouder of this guy. He just slays it. He's about to slay it right here, which is why I mention it now. And so this song is called Classic You. Damn, I started that so well too. And my tuner was on, so you couldn't hear me. All right, here we go. It's not your Grace Kelly smile or Audrey Hepburn style that makes me wish you'd stay for a while. It's not the things that you know about Marilyn Monroe that take hold of my It's just you. It's just you. Classic you. Well, it's just you. It's just you. Classic you. The way you came to that door, looking like Mary Tyler Moore, gave me an idea of what was in store. I'd be telling no lies to those Betty Davis eyes, but why I stuck around ain't hard to surmise. It's just you, it's just you, classic you. It's just you, it's just you, classic you. Get it, kid. But I've never seen another star on the screen match the stars in your eyes, so you know that I mean it's just you, it's just you, classic you. It's just you, it's just you, classic you. It's just you. It's just you. Classic you. Thank you. Nice. Nice.
Attaboy, Milo.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, so to segue you all into non-friction, who's going to get you up. You're not going to need your seats. I don't know. I got fans on me, so I mean, you might need your seats out there. But anyway, this is about as rock as we get, and so we're going to rock you into non-friction. But before that, I just want to thank everyone for showing up. We just enjoyed the devil out of this. And really proud to be playing here tonight. I mean, man, 4th of July artists, it's, you know, well, 3rd of July artists, but it's all right. And so this song is the story behind it, because you got to hear the story here. It's just a bizarre song. My nephew, Sky, who, by the way, serving us over in Poland, give him a hand. Wish he was here today. But he's in 3rd grade, and he is best friends with my drummer's son. And he comes to me, he says, Uncle Kenny, I need you to write me a song. And I was like, write you a song? And he said, yeah, I'm in a band with Chance. And I said, well, you play an instrument? No, Chance is gonna play the guitar, I'm gonna sing. And I said, what kind of song do you want? And he said, I need a rock song, we're gonna be a rock band. And so, you know, the nature, I mean, the heart of rock is the rebellious nature of rock. And you sort of figure out, well, how do I write a rock song for a 3rd grader, you know, that rebellious nature? And next morning, for whatever reason, had to travel to Spencer. And again, don't know why, don't know how, but on the way there, the 3rd grade Rockstar song was born. And also, Brianna Swisher's in this song, and I don't think she knows that. I mean, she's been in this song for 25 years. And if you went through the Ripley school system, Miss Miller, there's my reference for you too, 3rd grade teacher at Ripley Elementary, who 90% of you had if you came through there. Miss Miller's in there too. So anyway, this is called Third Grade Rockstar, and I hope you like it. Here we go. Scott. Ready. It's 8:30. I'm coming in late. I give Miss Miller an excuse she don't appreciate. Everyone's there, so I take my share. But the first thing I do is pull on Brianna's hair. Get caught passing the note. It's just something I wrote about Susie and a steamboat. Miss Miller says, who do you think you are? I said, Miss Miller, you know me. I'm the class clown, you see me around. Those are my fake teeth that you keep in your lost and found. When I put my head down, I'll make a rude sound. Then I'll laugh as the classics around. Well, I'm the class clown, they heard all over town that there's nothing I hate worse than a frown. Of course, it's many years since I've seen the playground. That's okay, I'm the class clown. It's 10 till 3, you know me. Nobody's safe until the last bus leaves. I'm standing in line for bus 29. When waiting for 12, I see a good friend of mine. It's my buddy Chance, so I pull down his pants. Then I rhyme about Paris and France. He says, man, who do you think you are? I said, man, you're usually right there with me. We're the class clowns, they've seen us around. That was your fake snake that we taped in that notebook we found. When we put our heads down, we'll make a rude sound. Then we'll laugh as the classics around. Well, we're the class clowns, they've heard all over town that there's nothing we hate worse than a frown. Unless it's on the guy whose pants are down. We're the class clowns. Now me and Chance, we really were good friends. So when he pulled his pants up, we shook hands and we sang. Miss Susie had a steamboat and that steamboat had a bell. Miss Susie went to heaven and that steamboat went to hell. Oh, operator, give me number 9 if you don't mind. But if you disconnect me, I'm gonna kick your fat behind the refrigerator. Then lay a piece of glass. Miss Susie fell upon it, and she cut her big fat ass. Need no more questions, and I'll tell you no more lies. Well, the boys are in the bathroom, and they're eating those cherry pies. Oh, Miss Susie, oh, Miss Susie, it's been a long, long time. Thank you. We have been the Sycamore Creek Groove Monkeys. Thank you so much.